Gentlemen, the most dangerous financial manipulation doesn't announce itself with obvious gold-digging behavior. It disguises itself as genuine affection, deep connection, and authentic love, while systematically positioning you to fund a lifestyle you never agreed to finance. When a woman uses these strategies, she's not asking for money directly or making her financial interest obvious. She's creating emotional dynamics where providing financially feels like your idea, your choice, and proof of the love you share, rather than recognition of calculated extraction happening right before your eyes. Before we expose these strategies, hit subscribe and drop a comment if you've ever realized that what felt like mutual love was actually one-sided financial investment dressed up as romance. Your experience might help another man recognize monetary manipulation before he confuses generosity with being systematically harvested. Strategy 1. The struggle story. I've just been through so much financially. This strategy involves establishing herself as someone who's experienced financial hardship through no fault of her own, creating a narrative where helping her financially becomes an act of rescue rather than recognize financial support. She shares stories about past financial trauma, explains how previous relationships left her in debt, or details family circumstances that depleted her savings. Her struggle story positions her as deserving of financial help because life has been unfair, not because she's seeking financial gain. The manipulation works by framing your financial contribution as correcting past injustices rather than funding present choices. When you help someone recover from hardship, you're the hero rescuing her from circumstances beyond her control. You interpret your financial support as temporary assistance, helping her get back on her feet, never recognizing that her financial dependence becomes permanent because the struggle story never actually ends. Notice whether her financial struggles have consistent patterns despite your help. Does solving one financial crisis immediately reveal another equally urgent problem? Does she remain in the same financial position despite significant assistance from you? If your financial support never actually improves her situation because new struggles continuously appear, the struggle story is manufactured dependency rather than temporary hardship needing resolution. The long-term impact is you becoming her permanent financial solution while believing you're providing temporary assistance. You're funding an ongoing lifestyle while interpreting your financial contribution as helping her through a difficult period, never recognizing that the difficult period extends indefinitely because your support enables continuation of financial patterns that created the struggle story originally. Strategy 2. Lifestyle mirroring. I love that we want the same things. This strategy manifests as initially matching her lifestyle to yours, while gradually escalating shared expenses that shift financial burden to you. When you meet, she lives modestly and seems financially responsible. As the relationship progresses, she naturally wants to participate in your lifestyle. The restaurants you prefer, the vacations you enjoy, the activities you're accustomed to. Her participation seems like shared experiences you both want, rather than her accessing lifestyle upgrades funded by you. The manipulation works because she frames lifestyle escalation as shared preferences rather than her financial ambition. You chose the expensive restaurant, suggested the weekend trip, or wanted to attend the event, so paying seems natural rather than recognized as you funding her access to experiences she couldn't afford independently. She's mirroring your lifestyle preferences, so her participation appears to be about companionship rather than financial benefit. Notice whether she contributes proportionally to shared experiences or consistently participates in your lifestyle while avoiding financial responsibility. Does she enthusiastically agree to expensive activities but never actually pay her share? Does she suggest you treat yourselves to experiences that only strain your budget, not hers because she's not paying? If shared lifestyle consistently means you paying, mirroring is financial strategy disguised as compatible preferences. The long-term impact is you funding a significantly elevated lifestyle for her, while interpreting the financial imbalance as natural result of your income difference, rather than strategic positioning, where she accesses luxuries through you, while maintaining her own finances separately, never experiencing the actual cost of the lifestyle she's enjoying. Strategy 3. Strategic vulnerability. I'm embarrassed, but I need help this month. This strategy involves carefully timed requests for financial help that seem like one-time emergencies requiring immediate assistance. She needs help with rent this month because of an unexpected expense. Her car repair depleted her savings, or a family emergency created financial strain. Each request seems legitimate, isolated, and temporary, the kind of help anyone might need occasionally. Her embarrassment about asking makes the request seem genuine rather than strategic. The manipulation works by presenting financial dependence as isolated incidents rather than established pattern. You help with one emergency, then another, but each seems unrelated to the previous one. She's creating plausible deniability where no single request seems unreasonable, so you never step back to recognize that emergency requests have become regular financial support disguised as occasional help. Notice whether emergencies follow patterns that suggest manufactured crises rather than genuine, unpredictable problems. Does she need help every single month but with different explanations? Do emergencies reliably appear right after she's made luxury purchases or expensive personal choices? If financial crises consistently follow discretionary spending while emergency requests come to you, her emergencies are predictable consequences of lifestyle choices, not unpredictable hardships. The long-term impact is you becoming her regular financial support system while maintaining fiction that you're just helping occasionally during unexpected hardships. You're funding her lifestyle choices, but interpreting your financial contribution as responding to genuine emergencies, never recognizing that the emergencies are strategically timed requests disguised as unpredictable circumstances. Strategy 4. The investment framing. This is for our future together. This strategy involves framing financial requests as investments in your shared future rather than expenses benefiting her individually. She needs money for career development that will improve your combined earning potential, wants to fix her credit so you can eventually buy a house together, or requires financial support to relocate closer to you. Each request seems like mutual investment in a future you're building together, rather than your money funding her present circumstances. The manipulation works by positioning your financial contribution as down payment on shared future, rather than recognized as present tense transfer to her. You're not giving her money. You're investing in your relationship's trajectory. This framing makes financial support seem strategic and forward-thinking, rather than recognized as you funding her life while she contributes nothing financially to the shared future being discussed. Notice whether the promised future returns on your investment ever actually materialize or remain perpetually deferred. Does the career development you funded lead to improved income she contributes to your relationship, or does her increased earning potential somehow never translate to shared financial benefit? If investments in your future consistently benefit her present circumstances, while shared future remains theoretical, investment framing is extraction strategy disguised as partnership building. The long-term impact is you having invested significant money in a shared future that never arrives because the investment framing was method of extracting resources rather than genuine partnership building. You've funded her education, her credit repair, her career moves while interpreting these as mutual investments, never recognizing she was being financially positioned for independence while you were being systematically depleted. Strategy 5. The fairness reversal. I feel bad that you pay for everything. This strategy manifests as her expressing guilt about financial imbalance while never actually taking steps to correct it. She mentions feeling bad that you always pay. says she wishes she could contribute more, or expresses appreciation for your generosity. Her verbal acknowledgement of imbalance makes it seem like she recognizes and dislikes the dynamic, which paradoxically makes you more comfortable continuing it because her awareness seems like proof she's not taking advantage. The manipulation works by using acknowledgement as substitute for action. She makes you feel appreciated and recognized for your financial contribution while carefully ensuring that recognition never transforms into her actually contributing financially. You interpret her guilt as evidence of good intentions and integrity, never noticing that feeling bad about imbalance while maintaining imbalance is manipulation that keeps you paying while feeling good about it. Notice whether her expressed guilt about financial imbalance ever translates into changed behavior or remains purely verbal. Does she say she feels bad about you paying, but then enthusiastically agree to expensive activities she can't afford? Does she express wish to contribute more while never actually adjusting her spending to enable contribution? If guilt remains perpetually expressed but never acted upon, it's social strategy that maintains financial imbalance while preventing your resentment about it. The long-term impact is you remaining the sole financial provider while feeling appreciated rather than used, because her verbal recognition of imbalance prevents your awareness that words substituting for action is exactly how financial exploitation maintains itself long-term. You've been given emotional payment for financial contribution, never recognizing that emotional payment enables continued financial extraction. Strategy 6. Manufactured equality. Let's split it 50-50. This strategy involves proposing equal split of shared expenses that appears fair but actually creates financial benefit for her because she's strategically defined what gets split. She suggests you split rent, but her expensive shopping habits remain her own. She proposes splitting groceries, but her dining out and entertainment expenses stay separate. The 50-50 split applies only to expenses that benefit both of you, while her individual spending remains untouched, creating an appearance of equality that disguises actual financial imbalance. The manipulation works because 50-50 split seems inherently fair and equitable, so agreeing makes you feel like the relationship has financial balance. But she's controlled which expenses get split while protecting her personal spending from scrutiny or contribution expectations. You're splitting shared necessities while she maintains freedom to spend on luxuries, creating a situation where equal contribution to shared expenses enables unequal overall financial positions. Notice whether proposed 50-50 arrangements actually create financial equality or strategic sharing that benefits her disproportionately. Do you split cheap necessities while she keeps expensive luxuries separate? Do you split rent for a place that's upgrade for her but downgrade for you? If 50-50 proposals seem to benefit her more than you despite mathematical equality, the equality is manufactured to disguise financial advantage. The long-term impact is you believing your relationship has financial equality because you split certain bills while failing to recognize that her strategic selection of what gets shared versus what stays separate has created dynamic where you fund shared necessities, enabling her to spend freely on personal preferences you never see or share the benefit from.